with the Newsboys, and just in case you missed, we're going to recap briefly. We're talking about back to school. Michael just shared a pretty rough story. It involved, let's just say, poop. A bad poop in the third grade. So just a real quick recap.
Brand new clothes.
Yes.
Stiff Levi's hands. Flat shirt. Third grade. Teacher's name is Mrs. Bryant.
Mrs. Bryant.
And I had a little accident that day that I didn't want to tell the school about, or the teacher about, or the students about. But somehow, I don't know how, they found out that diarrhea was my issue at 8 o'clock in the morning that morning in D.C.
That's a little early for that.
Yeah, right?
That's a little early in the day for that, for third grade. I gotta want to know when your teacher
well, you know what? A lot of African Americans are lactose intolerant, so they call my last name is Tate, so I'm lactate intolerant.
I'm sorry right now.
Well, your nickname was lactate.
You want a reality?
That is bad reality. It's bad content. Share.
So I was born in Australia, and I just happened to be one of them international transfer kids. I was about third grade, I believe it was. Yeah, and I got transferred to DC area, Washington DC.
Right.
I was in school, and I'd never had this happen to me before in my life. But I was sitting next to this kid, this little African American kid. Oh boy, I tell you what, he must have had
What?
Guys, that's fake news.
That is fake news.
It's totally true.
That is totally true.
Story.
Okay, so what were schools like in Australia? I mean, were you?
They smelt better, I tell you.
No, terrible. So when you go to school in Australia, is it you go for like an hour and then?
And that's it.
And you run from dingoes? Do you just run from dingoes on the recess?
Oh, absolutely. Snakes,
you know,
spiders.
in Australia, do you remember there was a song about a particular spider called the redback spider, and every kid was taught this song because this spider would kill you. And when I went to school, there was no anti-venom for it. And so it's kind of strange being a little kid and you taught this. And you had to check under the toilet seat.
Because that's where they'd like to.
Wait, Peter,
You wanted the dark and dirty.
You know what?
Yeah,
when I was a kid, we got the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. He gets run for your life. That spider's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what we grew up with. Yeah, that was not.
Peter, how'd the song go, Peter?
I can't remember it all now, but it was like there's a redback.
There was a redback on the toilet seat when I was there last night. I didn't see him in the dark, but boy, I felt his bite. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah,
What?
Yes.
This is a song.
That's a song that we learned as kids.
Wow. Okay, so I just
Amazing.
want to put that out there that here in America we don't have to run for our lives from the redback
That's
spider.
right.
Yeah. But this,
Red belly snake, brown snake.
7 deadly snakes in the world.
Everything dangerous is in Australia.
Everything wants to kill you.
I think like 90% of the dangerous things in the world all live in Australia, and they chased him. I just want to put that
But it smells
out there.
better.
It smells better.
I can't believe I've lived this far. I can't believe I'm still alive.
So share your story. So what rough moment did you have in school?
Well, every kid, you know, especially first day of school, you've got uniform on, your whole nine. But I had one of those days that it was kind of people were looking at me all day, and I was kind of like, what are they, you're kind of insecure and self-conscious. I get home, right, and Mum turns me around and says, did you know you had this massive rip all the way down my pants? So I was just, all day long, No
one told you?
No one told me. They were laughing behind my back, of course, but no one told me.
Sure.
And it crushed me. I was, when I was 7 years old or something.
That's rough.
It was rough.
That is very rough.
Okay,
so I know that a lot of kids, I've talked to kids actually just a couple of weeks ago, and they all kind of admitted that getting up in front of their friends and getting embarrassed is one of the worst things that they can imagine.
Absolutely.
What would you say to them if your kids are watching and maybe you want to show this to them later? What would you say to encourage them? Because you guys get up in front of people all the time, lots of people. How did you come over that fear? How did you get over it? What did you do?
It's a true fear. I mean, there are times when I still get a little worried, and even as an older man. An older human.
Really older.
Oh, well, black don't crack. So
here it comes. Black don't crack.
Here's the thing, it does. No, it really does.
Turns out I was wrong. But yeah, there are times the thing is, the confidence I believe comes in just believing what you're talking about, and people are going to talk whether you do good or bad, honey bunny. So get up there and do your thing. Stand up there and stand strong. Grandma used to always say, pretend they're animals. Pretend they're billy goats or something. That really didn't work for me. My point is, Wait. So she told you to think pretend that they were animals.
They're billy goats.
Yeah, the people in the audience were billy goats.
Huh.
Yeah, that way you don't get nervous.
Because I always heard, picture them naked.
Well, that too. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's kind of scary. Though.
That was kind of
Yeah,
scary
yeah,
because
that's
that did not work really well for me.
Me
So
neither,
yeah,
me
but I'm
neither.
thinking maybe the Billy Goat thing.
Yeah. Well, and
What if you're scared of goats?
Well, then that's
Yeah.
And that's,
see,
maybe
that-
don't picture
yeah,
that. Maybe
yeah,
maybe
not
don't
good.
picture that spider either that
Yeah.
Peter had to run from. So, when you're nervous and you're scared, I get that. What I've realized in my life is I mess up all the time.
Yep.
How many times have you guys messed up on stage?
Oh,
A
never,
million.
never, not one time.
Not one time.
No. What? I think the thing is that
Embrace it, right, Doug?
I think you got to, especially on stage when you got people watching you. I think the big thing is to not stress out, not to freak out. That's your natural response.
Yeah.
But I think is just to roll with it, and if you roll with it, I think the crowd resonates with that. Okay, he made a mistake, but he doesn't take himself too seriously.
Yeah.
He's going to roll with
Yeah.
it and make something unique out of it because that'll be the show that they remember. Oh,
Yeah.
remember that one show?
Man,
that
once
he
we
did?
had a show, we actually stopped the song. We were in the middle of the song and it was going wrong. Jody Davis had started the song in the wrong key. And we were like a verse and a half in. I go, guys,
Yeah, you got to
we
stop.
got to stop this right now. In front of everybody, I go, I'm not going any further than this. Adele did that on the award show.
Yeah,
a while back. On the award show.
exactly right. She stopped the show, man. She said,
Yeah.
"No, I can't. I've got to respect the song."
Yeah.
and
Just
she
be
stopped
real
the
in the
show.
moment, man.
Yeah.
But if you share that realness, everybody messes up. I mess up. These guys mess up all
It
the
actually
time.
helps you in the end because it
It was incredibly endearing.
all the
Yeah.
jitters go away. You go, okay,
Yeah.
that's about ready. So
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
let's really
That's
do
right.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
So before we finish up, I know that as everybody's going back to school, to be very serious right now, I know that it can be really tough for teachers. A lot of my friends are teachers, and they struggle. They really struggle. And what kind of encouragement could we offer them right now to encourage them? The kids, the teachers, what could we say to them?
Furler, you got anything?
I think their job is so important, not to put more pressure, but I think enjoy that it's really important and know that you're making a massive difference in the
Yeah.
life of
Yeah.
people.
That's right.
You're making, man, there could be a future president in your class.
That's right.
He or she, there will be leaders, there will be people
That's right.
that are going to affect the culture and society. And, I think everybody can remember back a favorite teacher they had or a teacher that, at that
Absolutely.
time in your life, you're
Absolutely.
impressionable. And so just know that what you're doing is, man, it's so important. It's more important than many jobs that are out there. And so, in fact, it could be the most important thing that's out there. So be encouraged in that. And I know there's tough days and things you have to deal with, but know that you are doing a great work.
And I would even add to that too. Love, for teachers, that can be tough, and it's obviously a thankless job in a lot of times.
It can be. It really can be.
But love your students because a lot of kids will leave their homes
Yeah.
broken. A lot of my friends in D.C. had no dads.
Yeah.
Dads were 2 count, breath and britches, no men really. And the kids would come to school, and the teacher became kind of the surrogate.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So teachers, it's a big job. But it's also a job where you can reach out and love somebody.
Yeah.
Just like Peter said it best: future leaders, future moms,
Yeah.
future dads.
Yeah.
You can affect their lives
Yeah.
greatly.
Just remember something that as parents, pour into your teachers. Send your kid off with a note for the teacher. We
Yeah.
pour so much into our kids, and we hold teachers
point.
more accountable for sometimes the things we do in our own homes. I know that a lot of times we kind of expect teachers to be the parents. A lot of times we really do kind of go, well, my kid's acting up. I'm going to need you to. No,
Yeah.
listen, encourage those teachers because for every parent that is involved, that helps and is there in the PTA. There's a lot of parents that aren't. And so if you can be that person in that teacher's life to send a note and just say, hey, I'm praying for you. I appreciate you. You do an amazing job and I support you in what you do. Man, I'm telling you, those notes, they can change somebody's day, their week,
absolutely.
their life. You really don't realize how much it means to them because the kids are sweet. A lot of times they'll leave little notes. But I'm telling you, when a parent takes time out of their day to send some encouragement their way, I just know it's going to make a huge difference. So
And send the teacher an apple every now and then. An apple,
you know,
an
they,
orange,
I
or
can say
kiwi,
this.
a
Yeah,
kiwi
no,
fruit.
listen to me carefully. A lot of teachers in my life, listen, they're done with the apple decorated
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Just seriously, like go to Bed Bath and Body. You know what I'm saying? Get some gel. You know
Okay,
what I
bad
mean?
idea. No apples.
No, really, no apples. Don't do the apple
Bath and
thing.
Body Works.
Love on them. Give them gift certificates.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I mean, they're going to put up with kids with poopy pants and stuff.
With poopy
Oh,
pants.
come on.
With poopy
There is that.
pants.
That was
There's
many
that.
years ago.
Did you get a nickname for it, by the way?
No, I didn't. They
Oh.
didn't call me poopy. I am chocolate though. Color.
Oh,
We did have a
Did
nickname
we?
for you.
Yeah.
We did have one. I've just never shared it.
You've never shared it. Do you want to share it right now before we close?
Chocolate Thunder.
Peter Furler.
That is live on the couch here with the Newsboys. I'm Bonnie Curry. It's 94.9 KLT.